Welcome back to another Modisoft back office video. My name is Jonathan, and today we're going to be going over on how to create checks in the ePrint section of Modisoft. So whether you're going to be cutting out checks to employees or any kind of expenses that you may have throughout the business, or even if a vendor comes in and you want to cut a check out to that vendor when they're dropping off the products at your location, you have the ability to create those checks here in Modisoft. In order to use the ePrint in Modisoft, you will need to make sure that you have already done the ePrint setup in Modisoft's setup section. If you have not done that, I am going to put a link here in this video in the top right corner and in the description so that you will understand on how to do the ePrint setup so that you are able to create checks for your vendors. So this guide is going to assume that you have already done the ePrint setup. In order to print a check in Modisoft, you will need to go to your menu and then go to your banking section, and you will see the ePrint tab here. Once you're on this page, the first option you're going to be greeted with here is creating the check for either your purchase, any kind of miscellaneous transaction you'll be doing, or any expense that you need to make a check for at your location. You also need to choose over here on the right hand side if you're going to be printing on blank paper or any kind of printed checks that you may have. Once you've entered all that information at top or selected the options, you will be able to choose the bank account that this check is for, the date you're cutting the check out for, the vendor that you're going to be making this check for. So let's just say that Coca-Cola came in, dropped off your purchase. Then you would enter the amount that purchase contains. And if you do select the printed paper option, you can leave a memo here so that it prints on that check. Once you enter this information here, you just have to hit save, and you will have successfully created a check for this purchase entry. Once that check has been created, you will need to go into the print check tab down here. And then since I made that check for today on August the 12th, you would need to go into the check system and look for that check that you created here. So you'll check mark this. And if you have multiple checks, because what if you have multiple vendors come in at the same time and they're trying to do your deliveries? If you have to create multiple checks, you have the ability to select multiple checks here and print those out. But for now, we're just going to print that check for that Coca-Cola purchase for $250. And then you're going to, again, choose if it's going to be the blank or the printed paper. So we'll do blank paper here. And then it will populate all that information from the check, including the signature that you have already set up. And then all you have to do is put the blank paper in your printer, and then you're able to just print this check out for your vendors. And just like that, it's that easy to create checks for vendors or employees. Now, another option that we have here is the print history. So for example, let's say you cut out a check to either a vendor or an employee, but that check got destroyed. Then you have the ability to reprint that check if needed. For example, this check here, you can just check mark it and then just reprint, and then it will do a reprinted check. We hope that you found this guide useful in better understanding your Modisoft back office. Please like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so that you will always be up to date on your Modisoft back office. Thank you and have a wonderful day.